Chris Chapman from Amnesty International now to say a few words of solidarity. But before that, I just want to say that Chris has been very, very supportive. And Amnesty International has of course written a lot of report on Chijonggi tracks. We are very grateful and we really appreciate that Chris really cycled all the way from work to say a few words, and it's Chris Chapman from Amnesty International.
Thank you very much, Ujjani. First of all, I'd like to apologise for arriving so late. Combination of getting the time mixed up in my head, but also having nursing things to do. Very, very glad to be here. Very honoured to be invited. I feel that the Jumma Peoples Network in the UK has done tireless work to raise awareness of the terrible conditions in the Chittagong Hill Tracts. Their work is really invaluable, and events like these are really, really important to get the word out there, not just by people's presence here, but also by putting it on the web, raising awareness of these terrible human rights violations. Amnesty has been researching the Chittagong Hill Tract situation since the 1980s, actually. It's one of the few situations of indigenous peoples that I know that we have research going back so long, because Amnesty used to be much more about, didn't used to do so much work on indigenous peoples. So even back in the 80s, we were able to recognise that we had to look at this situation and do some research into it. And I feel that the situation is getting worse and worse. We did, particularly when we look at the situation of women, indigenous women, and sexual violence against indigenous women. We looked at this 2 years ago for a submission to the United Nations, and we collected about 20-30 cases of alleged rapes, and in most cases the alleged perpetrators were army or they were Bengali settlers. And we did not find a single case where a trial had been held and it had actually concluded and somebody had been found guilty and had been sentenced to prison. In every single case, there seemed to be some attempts to cover up. Doctors were pressured to say that no rape had happened. Trials were, sometimes arrests were made, but then you didn't hear anything for a while. The person was bailed. They were walking free in the streets, and then you didn't hear anything and you got the impression that the hope was that the case would just go away and people would forget about it. In the case of the two Mama sisters, who one of whom was raped, the other was sexually abused. This is a particularly terrible case, and what is really shocking about this case was the traumatic experience of the Mama sisters after the rape. Obviously the event itself was the worst, but the experience after the rape must have been re-traumatizing them as they were held in hospital, surrounded by security forces, the Bangladesh Army, military intelligence, police, soldiers, unable to be released to the care of people that they felt safe with. They realised that their family had been threatened, so they didn't feel safe being released to their family. They asked to be released to the Chakra Raja, but that was not allowed to happen. And then after that, obviously, we had the terrible assault on Rani Yanyan, and this is such a symbolically, it's absolutely shocking, an outrageous attack. Obviously appalling for her, but it feels like symbolically it's an attack on the whole of the indigenous peoples in the Chittagong Hill Tracts, to show such lack of respect to somebody who for them is a very important person and who they hold in such high esteem. So Amnesty is calling for justice to be done, both for the Mama sisters and for Queen Rani Yanyan. An impartial and thorough investigation has to be held, and the people responsible have to be held accountable. Thank you very much.